Here's a special tribute to the North Melbourne Footy Club, who were real battlers until the mid-1970s, when a man called Ronald Dale Barassi changed the face of the club forever. Our first game is in 1966, when North take on Carlton at Arden Street. North had only kicked one goal at half-time. But some interesting characters playing for the Shinboners: Michael Quaid, the brother of Ricky, Johnny Ibrahim and Frank Good. Let's take a trip down memory lane for North Melbourne supporters.
And the last quarter was a thriller, the third quarter, and here's the last quarter coming up. Who's it to be? The Blues and the Kangaroos. It's kicked on the Carlton's half-forward line. That's Ian Collins with the ball, playing in the centre for the Blues. He kicks it down to the full forward zone, up as Greenwood. He's on his 19th man. North hard pressed here. There's a North player down. This has been a pretty tough game, particularly that last quarter. Now bursting out of the pack, it's Greenwood. This kick goes high into the air. Kevin Hall comes out number 3 in the picture, taken by Gordian. He's grabbed by Hall, and the free kick will go to Michael Gordian, the North Melbourne winger, who's going to take his kick on the half-back line. This will be Gordian's 12th kick. And the ball puts it North into attack. And here's Teasdale coming out to take a low mark, well down, like a slips catch. And Teasdale's been a great player for North. He gets it further downfield. That's marked by Bernie McCarthy. McCarthy, another one of the North stars. This will be his 16th kick. Bernie McCarthy on the centre half forward position. And North trail by 2 points. A long kick downfield. Almost marked by Frank Good. It's kicked away, back upfield. A chance here for North Melbourne to score through Quaid, and it's through. And North Melbourne hit the front. 2 goals to Quaid. And it's North 4 points in front.
Well, the end that they're kicking to, North, it appears that the wind is favouring it. It looks as though it could have been, or could be, a North Melbourne victory, as the players certainly are going on with the job, where Carlton seem to have stopped a bit. Long way to go yet, though, as the ball bounced up again. Nichols takes it out of there, punches it forward. Silvani couldn't do much with it, follows up, but Teasdale's there for North Melbourne. It's finally taken away by Gallagher. He gets it down to the half-forward line, and it's Waddington in front. The right foot gets it up to the North half-forward line. Out into the open spaces. Coming there is Lloyd. He loses the ball, kicked off the ground by Allison. The whistle's gone. Free kick to go here. It's to go to Tommy Allison by the look of it. No, it's not. It's to go to Lloyd of Carlton. Oh, it's a bad kick. He hooks it right across his body. It goes out towards the boundary line, and Dwyer and Stewart can't get to it. And it's almost on the wing position, on the grandstand side. North Melbourne kicking towards the Arden Street end. Up they go. Nichols is trying to get the ball. Quaid did well to stop him. Nichols then punches it away. Picked up there by Benton and shot forward for North Melbourne. A good mark is taken by Crane for Carlton. He's almost midfield. Punt kick, as one would expect, up towards Stewart. He punches away from Silvani. Pretty rough and tough in there. Number 6 is Dugdale, 15 Stewart. That's Silvani on the right of the screen. Ibrahim there, number 3, 32 is Quirk. And it'll be a ball up on Carlton's centre half-forward position, or thereabouts. Nichols comes in. The ball doesn't bounce well at all for him. It goes straight to Teasdale. He punches it out. It's taken by Collins. He gets it forward, only to find the only bloke near the ball is Dugdale of North Melbourne, and he'll relieve for the Kangaroos.
The 3-minute mark in the last quarter. Channel 9's coverage of the North Melbourne Carlton match as the ball is pushed back towards the centre. McCarthy a long way from the centre half-forward post. Traces the ball. John Gould in front of him. McCarthy pushes him out of the road, but in doing so, he's given away a free kick. And now this means Gould is on the half-forward flank, gets the free kick, quickly plays on down to Carlton's forward pocket position. Appealing for the mark down there is Bob Good, not Frank Good, and he'll relieve for North. Kicks the ball to the half-back line, up is McLean to knock the ball away. It comes out to Gordian, a pretty active winger for North today. He gives it to Teasdale. Teasdale, a punt kick onto the centre wing. North trying to come forward again. Up is McCarthy. McCarthy plays on, and here come the Kangaroos as he gets it forward to Kara Nicholas. He takes the mark. He's hit pretty hard by Wes Lofts, and Barry Gill comes in to lend a hand. The Carlton boys are going to be penalised for this one. Kara Nicholas comes closer to goal. In the meantime, the ball is in the forward pocket, and Nichols is there striving to defend. It comes back to Cara Nicholas. The handballs are looking for Good. Nichols punches the ball away twice. The second time to John Gould, and Gould kicks it back to the centre wing for the Blues. Up is Crane, but up higher still is McCarthy in front of him. And what a good player this fellow's been. That's his 10th mark, and this is his 18th kick coming up. Bernie McCarthy, centre-half forward for the North Melbourne side. Downfield comes his kick. Gould punches the ball away, picked up by Ibrahim. Ibrahim's kick is a high one into North Melbourne's forward pocket, and it's over the line. The 4.5-minute mark in the final quarter. North Melbourne lead by 4 points. On the outer side, the Carlton fans urging their team on, but North have the advantage at the moment. Up is Nichols, punches the ball backwards somehow. Gould is there, tries to pick it up. Cara Nicholas gives it across to Teasdale. Teasdale, a long hand pass forward to Ibrahim. Ibrahim's caught with the ball. Teasdale picks it up, and the free kick goes to Carlton.
Well, it's right in the last line of defence. Will be taken by Ron Stone, and he's right in the back pocket position. Carlton defending grimly. They're 4 points down. There's a kick by Stone, and it is inaccurate, and is across the line on the half-forward line for North Melbourne. 2 is Nichols. 36 Peter McLean. 11 Johnny Gould, and they'll be there or thereabouts when the throw-in comes. 2 for North Melbourne there, as we know, is Teasdale. 19 is Quaid, but it's Nichols with the right-hand backhand punch, gets it where it's sharked by Teasdale. He gets on his left foot, sends it in towards the goals. Up they go, Stone was up there. It's through, I think, for one behind, and North take their lead to 5 points. 5-15-45 to 6-4-40, and Carlton have been pretty quiet in the last quarter and a bit of this one.
Now North coming to attack, down towards their star, Bernie McCarthy. Over the top, it's John Gould. Benton comes through, gets the ball across towards Dowdle. The crowd is livening up. North stream downfield. Dowdle, a high kick into the forward pocket position. Up they fly. A chance for Frank Good. The ball bounces right for him. Stone brings him to the ground. Good punches the ball forward. It goes to Quaid. Quaid is a snapshot. It's through. And 3 goals to Quaid. And North Melbourne lead by 11 points. What a great comeback.
Great comeback it is, Don. North deserved this. There's Frank Good, I think. He was, oops, the trainer almost went there. The ground is slippery and he hasn't got stops on, or has he? But Frank Good is the centre of attention as he's going down on the ground. There's the score, 51-40. And North Melbourne looked like they could take this match out. And it's been a pretty good revival as an accuracy kept them out of the game. From the ball up, it's Kenny Dean sending North forward again. Here's a chance for them. As Ibrahim throws himself in on the ball there, he's tackled, loses the ball. Play on, says the umpire. Good decision. It comes to Terry Board of Carlton. He gets it forward to them. Quirk falls over, and O'Brien takes the mark, and Quirk took a thank you. The half-back line. O'Brien sends North forward again onto their half-forward line with a towering punt kick. The big men are there. The Carlton fellas are trying to mark it. That's Gould with it. He punches it out, taken by Ibrahim. He heads towards an open goal. Another to North. 7-15, and the crowd goes mad.
There's Johnny Ibrahim, who kicked that last goal, receiving the plaudits of the crowd. And North, what a comeback by them. 57-40. They lead by 17 points. 11 minutes into the last quarter. Can the Blues get up and take this game away? Not the way North are playing at the moment. Let's see what happens. Umpire Shields at the centre bounce, and the rucks come in. Up is Big Carr, takes the ball out of the air. It's knocked forward onto North's half-forward line. But the whistle goes and a free kick goes against North to be taken by Gary Crane, the Carlton winger. A long kick by Crane, down to the half-forward line. A chance for Nichols. Nichols knocks it forward. It comes across to Rick McLean. A left-foot kick by McLean in towards goal. Is it going to bounce through? No, it's touched the last minute by Bob Good as he came through, and it's a point to Carlton.
It's 12 and a half minutes into the final quarter with the scores 57 North Melbourne, 41 Carlton in a thrilling match at the Gasometer Oval. Johnny Dugdale to kick out. The long, towering kick. Greenwood goes up. Couldn't quite mark it. It was punched away by Carr. I wouldn't like to be in there. It's pretty tough. Shot across here by Peter McLean to push Stewart. Stewart weaves around, gets onto his correct kicking foot, sends it forward. Gallagher can't mark. He was bustled out of position. Teasdale gets his left foot to it. That's his 23rd kick over the heads of everyone. Now it runs in towards Ron Stone. He's way out of position for a back pocket. Ruckman up towards Nichols. He flies high. O'Brien punches the ball away. It's a chance here for Quirk. He gives it across to Adrian Gallagher. A left foot snap in towards goal. Dugdale's in the way for North Melbourne. Well, the Northerners breathe a sigh of relief and the Carlton fans are disappointed. But this last... McCarthy punts his North Melbourne forward. In comes Kara Nicholas. He's a long way from goal, but he's had a running shot. It'll bounce through. It does. It's Kara Nicholas's goal. It's North Melbourne's 8th. They go to 65. There's no doubt now he's going to win it. We're 23 and a half minutes into the last quarter, and the crowd has decided the fate of the game is over as they start to lead.
A decade on, North Melbourne were top of the tree. Having won the 75 flag, they took on Carlton in the 1976 preliminary final. And the star of the day, a little man with a big heart from Western Australia called Barry Cable.
Michael Williamson welcoming you to the final quarter of the 1976 preliminary final. As we go into the final quarter, the scoreboard reads Carlton 7-9-51, leading by 2 points. North Melbourne 7-7-49. It's Carlton into attack. There they go forward. It goes over Fitzpatrick's head. Here's a race for the ball. David Dench, Moore has it. Moore tries a hand pass across, but it's trapped there by Pickett. He runs into Jackson. Pickett loses possession, picked up by Fitzpatrick. He's robbed a possession too. It's holding the ball, I reckon, against him. It looks like Big Moore who's going to take it. Lou Richards, everything set up for a tremendous finish to the preliminary final here.
No doubt about that, Mike. Only 2 points the difference, and Moore with the ball down there in the back pocket. It's been a tremendous pressure game today. But a good mark to Percy Jones. He quickly plays on. Gets the ball up there to mark, taken there by Henshaw. Another short pass. It's a bit wide, but he's got the mark. Dawson out there at half-back. Slips over, but he's okay. Pickett on the mark. Tremendous pressure on both defences, and neither have wilted very much. We've seen some great play by some of the defenders. A great third quarter by Cable too on that last one. Hasn't been a great player in defence for Carlton too, McClure. Just the same, the other boys kicked 3 goals on him, Sutton. The ball back now towards Mackay at the back. There's Ick going for the punch. They punch it away. Armstrong, a prolific kick, but he's taken a while to get rid of the umpires, giving him latitude. Up it goes towards Moore and Fitzpatrick. Moore gets his hands to it, a hand pass back to Dawson. Dawson, a little short of the full-back position, drives it wide out to the wing position. There's no one there for either side, and the ball will beat them all, I'd say. No, it won't. There's Dill going after it, and the ball is out of bounds.
He placed that ball beautifully, Lou. He saw that there was nobody there, and he placed it hoping that his players were a little bit quicker, but the ball was quicker than any of the players out there. Throw in on the wing position. On the western side, Jones comes in there. Nolan goes with him. Jones hits it on to Nolan, actually. Ball taken there by Malcolm Blight. Oh, you could see from the gesture he made, he was disgusted with it. He's put it over the line on the full. Gone up into the crowd. Kick to be taken there by Austin, is it? No, it's Armstrong, I think he's going to take it. Barry Armstrong of Carlton. Between the wing position and half-back flank. Takes his kick, swings in towards the centre. Up goes David Mackay. It's called play on. No mark. Gee, that was a bit tough on him. In comes Burns of North Melbourne. Burns up to the half-forward flank. Backing back there is Austin. He knocks it away from the opposition. Cable comes in there, but it's Armstrong with the ball. A quick kick by Armstrong. Goes to Mick Nolan. Look at his bulk. Gets him out of trouble. And Nolan gets his kick towards centre half-forward for North Melbourne. Through comes Phil Pennell of Carlton. Pennell now down towards centre half-forward. Robert Walls goes up there, and Gumberland gets into his back, and Walls will take the free kick. Walls at about the centre half-forward position, a little towards the flank on the western side of the ground. Carlton kicking to the southern end in this final quarter. A kick from Robert Walls. It's a beautiful kick right to the edge of the goal square. Up they go, and it goes through for one behind. No, it's over the boundary line. There'll be a throw in that forward pocket for Carlton. The southern end on the eastern side. Players set themselves. Both teams with their 90th and 20th men on. Fitzpatrick goes up there, gets right into the back of Moore, and Moore will take the free kick.
A free kick to Moore, and a quick hand pass. Here's the go now for Sutton to break clear. Sutton takes the ball to the back pocket, a hand pass. A dangerous one back to Sutton. It's too long. Oh, how lucky can you be? Dench has grabbed the ball now, drives it back towards that wing position. Blight drops the mark, Dill's right on his tail. Tries to get the ball out, and we see Carlton get the ball back by Byrne, back towards that half-forward line. It couldn't hold the mark, but backing up well as Dench. And he drives the ball back towards the half-forward line. Coming after us, Feltham. Got his hands to it, couldn't hold the mark. Backing up well again is Dill. Goes for a short pass, looking for Jones. And the big fella falls and still takes the mark. Gets his kick quickly over to the centre half-forward position. And once again, Robert Walls takes the mark. He's got a pretty tough day today on Gumbalton. but he's broke clear this quarter on 2 occasions. There's the kick by Robert Walsh. It's a hefty punt kick up towards the goals. Ball pushed out. A free kick. And the free kick will go against Ashman, and the free kick to go to Henshaw. Only 2 points the difference. Ball kicked out wide, out towards that wing position. Knocked away by McConnell, over to Pickett now. Pickett goes for a hand pass to Sydney Jackson. Oh, good play by Jackson, but he's in trouble. He tries to get it out, and he does. Out towards McConnell, who fires for the goal, but it's out of bounds on the full, and a penalty free kick to Moore down there in the back pocket. Waiting now for the ball to come back into play. Moore's got the ball down there in the back pocket position. Still only 2 points the difference. Approaching the 5-minute mark of this last quarter as the ball goes out there to Jones and Big Nolan. Knocked away by Nolan. Going through is Pickett. Pickett's got the ball now. He's grabbed hold of the ball against him, and he takes the free kick against him on that half-back line.
No doubt about that. Burns to take it in a 15-metre penalty against Carlton. They're holding it up. Quick hand pass across here towards Cable. There's no messing around with North Melbourne. Cable takes his kick deep into the forward zone now. Dill's a man in front. Up goes Blight. Couldn't hold it. Jack O'Connell gets to the McClure. Comes back to Southby. Southby of Carlton. Down into the forward zone. Out comes Mackay with the ball knocked away from him. Through comes Burns, but Mackay is still going. Gets it over here towards Pickett. Pickett down towards Keogh. It's over his head, but he's got the run, Keogh. He's in the pocket on the eastern side. He tries to manoeuvre his way around. Does so. Shoots at the big sticks and puts it through. Trevor Keogh, that's his second. 5 minutes and 40 seconds into the final quarter. The scoreboard reads Carlton 8-9-57, North Melbourne 7-7-49. So it's 8 points of difference in favour of Carlton. Coming up to the 6-minute mark in the final quarter. North Melbourne, can they come back? They've been doing it all day. They had a very poor first half. There's Barassi giving instructions. Nolan gets up there with Jones. Cable comes in. Can't quite grab it. Eventually he does so, and there's a free kick going to Peter Jones. Something happened on the side there. And Jones of Carlton comes out with the ball. His kick going down into the forward zone once again. Oh, there's a push in the back to Gumbleton.
No doubt about that, Mike.
Oh, Jack Hill, the blind miner, could have seen that one, Louis. So Frank Gumbleton at centre half back. Where's he going to go? Comes along to the eastern flank. He's looking for Keith Gregg. Up goes Byrne with Gregg there. It's a race for the ball. David Dench throws it into play. He's still going, Dench. Dench is still at it. Eventually he picks up, he's grabbed, he gets the ball to Malcolm Blight. Blight on the half-forward flank now, putting North Melbourne into attack. It's a beautiful pass and hits Carlton right on the chest. Carlton plays on straight away, down into the forward zone. He's looking for Schimmelbusch. He's tackled there by Pennell. Out comes Southby. Southby a long hand pass over towards Jesselenko. Jesselenko about to be tackled by Burns. Jesselenko couldn't get it clear. Picked up by Burns of North Melbourne. He gets it over to Keenan. Kick it crackers. A hand pass by Keenan. And through comes Philip Pennell. Down goes Pennell. Picked up by Jesselenko. It's on the wing position on that outer or eastern side. Chisnell's got it there in front of McConnon. Chisnell is pulled and he will take the free kick.
Free kick to Chisnell out there on that wing position. Waiting now for North Melbourne to go into attack. They're trailing by 8 points as the ball goes back towards Jones. He's got the sit and he's got the mark. Good mark to Jones on that half-back flank position. Carlton starting to look good and getting confidence. This is the first time that any side's had any confidence so far because it's been a nick and tuck job all day. Pickett again, a valuable player for Carlton. Runs around Sutton. Drives them up to that centre half forward position. Out comes Mackay. Overruns the ball. This allows Dawson to go for a short pass. And a mark to David Dench. Backdoor, he's in trouble. He's grabbed Dawson, a hand pass back here to Sutton now. He'll go for the long kick up towards the forward pocket position. And a mark taken out there to Southby. He's played a good quarter this one, Southby. As he shoots the ball, looking for Pennell. He's put it out of bounds. And a penalty free kick to North Melbourne. So their chances live again to go to attack. They're trailing by 8 points. 8.5 minutes gone to the last quarter. Plenty of time for any side to win this game and to go into the grand final. As we wait now for the ball to be driven up by Burns. Short pass towards Cable. But it's called back. Be another kick there to Burns out there on that half-forward line. He's given it to Keenan. I think he's taken it up, Burns, and Keenan's going to have the kick. As Burns said, well, what do we do about this? So it's crackers now to drive the ball up for North Melbourne. 15-metre penalty. Well, Cracker's got the shot of his lifetime. He's about 65 metres out from goal on a very acute angle. The kick by Crackers is up to the goal square. The pack set themselves. They're all up in the air. Cable tries to grab it clear. It's kicked up by Sutton. A goal. Only 2 points the difference again. And it's Carlton 8 goals, 9, 57 points. What am I saying? 2 points the difference. That's his 4th goal. Carlton 8-9, 57 to North Melbourne 8-7, 55, approaching the 10-minute mark of this last quarter.
I can hardly hear you, Louis. It's tremendous. Waiting for the ball to come back to the centre now. 2 points the difference. Here's the bounce. Up they go. The ball is trapped there by Malcolm Blighty. Puts North into attack once again. Badul knocks the ball clear. Through comes Schimmelbusch. There's a free kick to Badul, I'd reckon. Now it's called play on. Badul comes out with the ball. A hand pass across here towards Keogh. He goes in towards Jackson. And Jackson is marked between the centre and centre half forward positions. Kick now from Jackson going right into the forward zone. Up they go. Mackay is swamped there completely. Byrne comes through, couldn't get the run of it. Taken here by Moore of North Melbourne. Moore drives it forward. It's taken by Cable. Cable takes a bit of a bounce. Eventually kicks up towards a half forward flank. He's looking here for Burns. Burns of North Melbourne snaffles it on the half forward flank. He tries to pass in here. Oh, Carlton drops it. But Carlton breaks clear. He's running into an open goal. He kicks. He's put it through. North Melbourne are in front. A great recovery then by Carlton. And so at the 10 minutes and 50 seconds mark in the last quarter, Carlton are 8-9, 57, trailing by 4 points now. North Melbourne 9-7, 61.
Well, it's Carlton's turn to get back in the picture again. What a ring-a-ding game this has turned out to be. The pressure's on Carlton now. Can North Melbourne hold that 4-point lead? Back to the centre will be Crackers Keenan against Fitzpatrick. Down she goes. Fitzpatrick with the set, got the tap down to Armstrong. It's too long. Here's a go now for Chesnells. North Melbourne swinging to attack again. Up it goes towards Sutton. He's got them out. Oh, he's down. Sutton's about 65 metres out from goal. Sutton ready to fire again. Already kicked 4 goals for North Melbourne. This will be a dangerous one if he gets this one. I'll tell you that now. Sutton's ready to fire. The kick is a good long one. It's right through the middle, and North Melbourne are allowed 10 points in front. North Melbourne 10 goals, 7-67. To Carlton 8 goals, 9-57. 12 minutes gone of this last quarter, and what a game it's turned out to be.
Now listen to the crowd, they're going mad. Just on 70,000 people there. There's Ian Thorogood, the coach of Carlton, looking a little bit worried now as North start to storm home. But they've got to keep it going. It goes to Cable. Cable into the forward zone. The mark taken there by Dawson. Dawson of North Melbourne drives the ball deep into the forward zone. They come out to meet him. McClure goes up there. He should be paid the mark. I think he will be. Mark McClure to take it. Between the full-back and centre-half-back positions. McClure coming out towards the wing position slightly, but it swings in towards the centre. Up goes Mackay, but a free kick is being paid to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick almost between the wing and the centre circle. Oh, his kicks off the side of his boot, not a particularly good one. Jesselenko, the man in front, but it's not clear of him by David Dench. Here's a chance for Byrne. Byrne of Carlton coming in. He's tackled by Keith Gregg. The ball forced over the line, and there'll be a throw-in on Carlton's half-forward flank on the Western or members side. Coming up the 13.5-minute mark. Up they go. The ball tapped down here towards Pickett. He drives Carlton forward. Byrne not able to trap that. Through comes Jackson. His hand pass going across there. Here's a go now for Carlton. A chance for Robert Walls. He can't get clear with the ball, and he's getting paid a free kick for a trip. And Walls is about 50 metres out, directly in front. The difference 10 points in favour of North Melbourne at this stage. Coming up to the 14-minute mark. Robert Walls directly in front, kicking to the southern end goal. It's on its way. Looks pretty good from here, yes. From the reaction of Peter Jones, it's through. And so at the 14-minute and 10-second mark in the final quarter of the 76 preliminary final, Carlton a 9-9-63, North Melbourne a 10-7-67. 4 points the difference. It's still up for grabs. Who's going into the grand final against Hawthorn next Saturday at the MCG? It's anybody's guess at the moment. If you've got money on this game, I tell you, you must be perspiring like the dickens. The ball about to be bounced again. Keenan comes in this time. Up he goes with Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick knocks the ball down towards Jackson. Jackson of Carlton, a hand pass over here towards Pickett. Pickett tries to break clear, but he's grabbed there. Couldn't get clear. It goes towards McConnell. Down he goes. And a free kick is going to Peter Chisnell of North Melbourne.
Chisnell will take the free kick out there on that half-back line. Drives it around towards the wing. Good mark to Falcon. Only 4 points the difference as Falcon drives it over now towards Burns. He overruns the ball. As they're going out for Austin to pick it up. He's got it. Gets the ball wide out towards the wing position. Up goes Byrne and Greg. It's Greg down. Burns got the ball now. He's twisting and turning. Smothered by Greg that time. A chance now for little Cable. A hand pass back to Greg. It's too long. But Greg's got it now and drives the ball back towards the half-forward line. Out comes Dylan Dawson. The ball is out of bounds. The pressure's still on both sides at the moment as North Melbourne lead by 4 points. Waiting for the umpire to throw the ball back into play. Back she goes now. Knocked out by Fitzpatrick. Keogh couldn't get to it. Chance now for Feltham again. Back to Cable. What a game he's played since half-time. Burns has got it. Gets a quick kick up to the full forward zone. Players set themselves. It's pushed down again. Dawson kicks the ball off the ground pretty well, but he can't pick it up. He's down. Umpire says play on as he give him a free kick. Free kick to Dawson at centre half forward, and a chance really to send North Melbourne to attack. Up to that full forward zone, I'd say the kick would land. Right in the goal square, I should imagine would be the kick. Now he's gone for a pass. It's a bit long. Pennell got up, and as we see Carlton trying to break clear. Drops the ball, loses it. Pennell picks it up. Another hand pass back to Dool. He breaks clear nicely, and Carlton get the ball away. And there we see the ball go towards Byrne and Jackson. They're both having a great battle. The little old veteran's got it. He's getting away from the young fella, and he's beaten him too. Good play by Jackson. He shoots the ball up towards Jones, and good mark to Blight. He hasn't paid the mark. He said play on as Blight tries to get it out. In goes Jones, under plenty of pressure now as Armstrong goes down. Good play by Armstrong. The umpire called play on. A left foot snap for goal. Up it goes with the goal square, push through, and now it's only 3 points the difference.
Coming up to the 17-minute mark, by golly, I'm having trouble hearing you, Louis, I'll tell you that. At Carlton, a 9-10-64 to North Melbourne, 10-7-67. 3 points the difference. Over the halfway mark. David Dench about to kick out from the southern end. He tries a short one across here towards Malcolm Blight. Malcolm Blight back to Dench. That move has been made by North Melbourne over the year, and it certainly proved its worth then. There's a chance for Mark Dawson. He gets the ball across here towards Keenan. Keenan a hand pass towards Burns. He gets one in the back. He'll get the free kick. And so we find John Burns a little wide of the centre towards the eastern side. Goes to the eastern half-forward flank. Up goes Sutton and McClure. McClure comes out with the ball. Plays on immediately. Coming along that eastern side. Hits the wing position with his kick. Up goes McConnell. Oh, fantastic. Beautiful mark by McConnell. So McConnell of Carlton. He drives in towards the centre. He's looking for Pickett, who's on his own there. Pickett of Carlton drives deep down into the forward zone. Up goes Mackay. Couldn't quite pull it in. Cable's grabbed without the ball, and he'll get the free.
Couldn't miss that, Mike, could it?
Cable now coming along this eastern side by the look of things. He's looking for Keith Gregg. It goes over Burns' head, and Gregg takes the mark. Good move then. Beautifully positioned by Barry Cable. Gregg takes his kick up to the half-forward flank. He's looking for Burns. Burns has got the ball, but he's met there by Austin. Hand pass across here towards Carlton. Burns is still going. They're on top of him. Could be a ball up here, I'd reckon, at any given moment. There will be a ball up on the half-forward flank for North Melbourne on the western side. 18 and a half minutes gone of the final quarter of the preliminary final of 1976. It's 3 points the difference in favour of North Melbourne as the ball is driven to the wing position here. Over the line it goes, and there'll be a throw-in. Cable telling players where to go. Keenan coming in there to contest the ruck duel with David Mackay. Here it goes, just on the wing position. Up gets Mackay, but it's Keenan who gets a tap down. Oh, Cable is swamped. He's got to get a free kick. No, it's the other way.
Oh, golly, what around the neck that time?
Well, that amazed me, Louis, and Mackay is to take the free kick.
Mackay to take that free kick. You can see that on your screen, right round his shoulders that time. The ball kicked by Mackay. It's a beautiful kick into the forward pocket zone. Oh, Jazelenko got up high. Down it comes to Cable again. He's going for a kick. The two veterans going for that time as Cable gets it away. Back it goes. Up gets Mackay, and a darn good mark at that. Or is he paying the mark? I thought so to Mackay.
Jazelenko hurt himself. Pardon me, Louis. Jazelenko hurt himself.
He got up pretty high. Byrne now going for a short pass. It looks all right. Robert Walsh couldn't hold it, but backing up as Keogh. He's played a great game. The kick is up towards that Blight, and Blight takes the mark. And North Melbourne still hang on to a 3-point lead. 19 and a half, approaching the 20-minute mark. And North leading by 3 points. Can they hang on? Short pass, a dangerous one. Henshaw gets the hand pass over to Cable now, but he's in trouble, but he breaks away. He's played a champion second half, and the mark to Byrne. Byrne, a little bit smart, but he's covered. Now he goes back for his kick as we see Keogh on the mark. Ball kicked well up there by Byrne over the centre half forward position. Oh, nearly marked the Carlton, couldn't hold it. Good play by Pennell as he pulls away from his opponents. Gets the ball back here now towards the wing position. Coming out is Robert Walls, and Gumbleton's right on his tail. In comes Byrne. It bounces right for Gumbleton. A short pass, is it okay? No, Dawson falls over. A beautiful pick-up by Dool as the ball goes up towards the full forward zone. Oh, Jones has got a chance now. He's on the ball. He won't give it up. And there'll be a ball up, I'd say, about 30 metres out from the Carlton game. There's thrills, spills, and every person at this crowd is enjoying themselves. As we wait now, North Melbourne still leading by 3 points, waiting for the umpire to throw the ball down. It'll be Keenan and Jones again. Knocked out by Keenan. Jones gets clear. Tries to get a kick. It's smothered by Keenan. Back in out of Moore. He's in trouble. He's grabbed. Will have to get a free kick.
Holding the man.
Holding the man against him, is it?
Yeah.
Holding the man to Moore in that back pocket position.
Right.
Michael's only 3 points the difference, approaching the 21.5-minute mark of this last quarter. Can North Melbourne hang on?
Terry Moore about to drive Carlton out. Coming along this western side. His kick goes to the half-back flank. Keenan's in this lot, but up gets David Mackay. No mark, however. Mackay is still battling on. It's close to the boundary line, but he's still going Mackay. He can't get his boot to the ball. It's over the boundary line. Feltham pushed it forward, but it went over the boundary line, and there'll be a throw-in between the half-forward flank and forward pocket for Carlton on the western side. They're kicking to the southern end in this final quarter. Here's the throw-in. There's Mackay coming in. Up he goes with Keenan. The ball comes down here towards Ick. It goes to Feltham. Feltham's kick is smothered. In comes Pickett there. Pickett, oh, he's over the boundary line, all right. The ball will be brought back, and another throw-in, the identical position. Bad luck for the boy, but, gee, play was bottled up there. 22 minutes and 10 seconds gone of the final quarter. There's Ian Thorogood. Who's going to come out victors? What a great struggle this is. And, of course, you're watching it on Channel 7. There's Barassi. Lips tight, wondering what he can do. Can his players get out of this? Tapped down by Keenan. Comes down here towards Henshaw. His kick goes forward. Trevor Keogh is there battling for the ball. In comes Keith Grigg. And there'll be a ball up on the half-forward flank for Carlton on the members or western side of the ground. Umpire Kevin Smith about to put it down. Players setting themselves. In they come. Up they go too, and the ball comes to Dawson. Dawson of North Melbourne drives in towards the centre. Schimmelbusch it is, and Pennell battling for it. Oh, golly, could be a free to Schimmelbusch. He's twisting and turning. Hand pass over here towards John Burns. Burns of North Melbourne racing forward. He's still going. He kicks in at the big sticks. The ball bounces awkwardly. Mick Nolan and Southby going for it there. Over the line it goes. There'll be a throw-in that forward pocket for North Melbourne. Western side up the northern end. Can North capitalise on this one? 23.5 minutes gone of the final quarter. Here's the throw-in. Nolan and Fitzpatrick going for it. Bit of shoving going on. Nolan taps it down towards Cable. Oh, I said a bit of shoving going on, and I was right. A free kick going to Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick will take the free kick. A hand pass to Southby. Carlton playing now to get that ball up into that forward line because time's running out for them. They've had 3 points down as the ball goes wide. Coming after it now is Byrne. He's grabbed a bit high. Dropping the ball.
I'd say
that was right that time. I thought it might have been a bit high, but it's okay. And the free kick going out there to Carlton. McCollum driving the ball well over the half-forward line now. Punch. Oh, Mackay positioned himself beautifully that time in front of Vic. He's about 65 metres out from goal, and this kick is not beyond this guy either. There's the kick by Mackay. It's a mighty kick. Look at it going now, but it's off target and through for 1 point. So it's 2 points the difference now. Out of bounds on the full, so it still remains 3 points the difference, and a penalty free kick to go to Moore down there in the back pocket. Approaching the 24.5-minute mark. North Melbourne still in front by 3 points. And it's on Carlton's forward line now. So they got the chance. Out it goes. Here's a go now for Pickett. Pickett gets the ball back to Jackson. Jackson snaps for the goal. It's into the goal square. Jones in front. Got his hands to it. Couldn't hold the mark. Here's a go for Asman. He'll snap for goal. Takes too long to get rid of it. Back now to Armstrong. He'll snap for goal. It's a goal, is it? 1 point. And now it's only 2 points the difference. This will drive us all crazy.
Right, 2 points the difference. We're into time on the 25-minute mark in the final quarter. Carlton 9-11-65 to North Melbourne 10-7-67. The play goes on. It's driven along that eastern side out towards Keenan. Knocked away by Fitzpatrick. Keenan is still going, but he's over the boundary line. Carlton's half-forward flank on the outer or eastern side. We wait for the throw-in now. Keenan will contest the ruck duel with Fitzpatrick. There they go. Fitzpatrick gets up. Knock away by Keenan, however. Through comes Pennell there with Schimmelbusch. They're pushing and shoving. Jackson is in there. Burns is over the top of the ball, and it's a free kick to Burns. And Burns breaks clear, runs up towards the wing position, screws the ball in here. Who's he looking for there? However, he didn't find him as the ball's taken by Keogh. Keogh down towards centre half forward. There's a free kick to Mackay. No, but it's picked up by Jackson. Jackson down towards Jones. Up he goes, but the ball is knocked away by Terry Moore over the boundary line. A throw in Carlton's forward pocket on the eastern side down the southern end. 26 minutes gone of the final quarter. It's still 2 points of difference in favour of North Melbourne. Here's the throw in once again. Keenan, Jones, up goes Moore with them. The ball comes down here to Robert Walls. He's grabbed by Gumberland. It's called play on, and no, it's a free kick going to Walls. A free kick going to Robert Walls. And he has kicked 1 goal for the day, and if ever he needs to kick a goal, this is it. He would be about 45, maybe 50 metres out on an angle, kicking from the eastern side to the southern end goal. It's on its way. The reaction looks 1 point. 1 point, so it's a point the difference. Coming up to the 27-minute mark in the final quarter. Who's going to win it? There's the kick
short
out.
pass now out there as a mark to Feltham out there. North Melbourne got to hold up the game now. Slow it down because we're approaching the 28-minute mark or the 27.5-minute mark. And North Melbourne leading by 1 point. Ball driven out towards that half-back line. Keenan in front. Couldn't hold the mark. It's picked up now by Pickett. Hook McConnell is back towards Gummerly. Dropped the mark. In goes Southby playing down there on the back on the forward line. And now's a chance for Aspen. A snap for goal. Will it be a dead heat? And Blight's got the mark right on the line. Oh, he saved the day just for the moment. Can they hang on? Approaching the 28-minute mark. And North Melbourne still in front by 1 point. Jones has got to come back and give him room to kick the ball out. And there we see little Cable sneaking around. He's got to kick it out over his mark. Here he goes now. Ball kicked out to centre half back. Chance now for Mackay. He's got his hands to it. Oh, where's the go now for Mackay? Nearly 28 minutes gone, and Mackay ready to fire for the goals. About 60 metres out from goal. If he gets this, they'll be in front, Carlton. The kick. He's kicked it off the side of his boot and out of bounds. No, mark down there by Blight.
Marked in the last line of defence by Malcolm Blight. Now Blight will come along this western flank over the 28-minute mark. A point the difference in the preliminary final of 1976. Can Carlton get a goal or even a point as the ball comes out here? Pickett moves into position. Fitzpatrick couldn't get the bounce of it. Cable knocks it clear over towards Keith Gregg. It's over the boundary line. Carlton's half-forward flank on the western side. Time starting to run out. 28.5 minutes gone now. There's Fitzpatrick. They move in. Keenan comes in there with him. Fitzpatrick hooks it over his head. Look at the mighty mob going for it. Keith Gregg comes in, but it's knocked down by Armstrong. Taken there by Byrne of Carlton. The siren's gone. The siren's gone. North have won it. North have won it by a point. The final scoreboard reads Let's have a look at the final scoreboard in the preliminary final of 1976. The scoreboard reads North Melbourne on the bottom there, 10-7-67, winning by 1 point over Carlton, 9-12-66.
Folks, this is a real rarity for fabulous footy flashbacks. This is right from the dungeon, this one, the 1958 preliminary final. Please excuse the dust and the quality. North Melbourne were to play Collingwood. They didn't win, but they had some great players. Names like Brady, Aylett and Mantello, who represented North Melbourne at the highest level.
They've been behind the play all day, and they've played from behind. And that's amazed me, but it happens quite often, and it's unlucky for them that it happened on such an important occasion. Full credit to Collingwood, who have been given the whip over the last few weeks now, coming right back and winning the right to play Melbourne. Schofield, the hook shot, and it's home. Thought 80,000 people could be so quiet. The cheer they are making is for Harry Sullivan, who has just come off the ground, allowing Bob Grieve on. Sullivan has played wonderfully for Collingwood again today. That mark was taken by Reeves against Eastmuir. And the man who has replaced Lerrell Sharp as Collingwood's back pocket is playing very well. He kicks towards Fellows, and Height must win out. He was against Stevenson, and the 6'6" boy for Collingwood marks it well and kicks to the half-forward line. Beers in there, still going strong for Collingwood. He's given a nice elbow by Teasdale. The ball is handballed to English, who's been out of form for North today, and English kicks to the wing, and Stevenson takes the mark. Fellows drops it. Harrison punches it to Merritt. Merritt comes back through the pack. He's on the members' wing, and with a right foot kick, his pass is as accurate as with his left foot, and he finds Turner. Turner, a bad kick for him. To the half-forward line. English with the ball. Passes it to Aylett in the centre. Aylett nicely turns around Gray, and his kick from centre half-forward is going in towards the sticks. Didn't get the right bounce to take it through. Peter Lucas helped it through to save the day. 14-12 to 6 goals, 15. The stands have thinned out a good deal. It's Peter Lucas playing full back, and he kicks out. The mark was taken by Peter Schofield. He kicked 6 goals against Collingwood last time, but only 1 today, and you saw that goal. He kicks it in towards the sticks, and Brian Martin has a shot at the goal, and he couldn't miss it from there, and it's home. Pretty hard for a team once it's kicked 2 goals in quick succession, still to find itself 7 goals behind. That's the situation here with 22 minutes of the final quarter already played. Melbourne and Collingwood grand final it will be. Aylett. Martin didn't bend down enough to pick it up. Delante's raking torpedo punt is to Fife. Fife of North Melbourne between the centre and half-back line for his side. wonder how many changes Collingwood will make for its side next week. Likely to make very few in view of the team's excellent performance today. Although the brand of football has been far from good, you can't ask any more of a team in a preliminary final than to win by 7 goals, and that this Collingwood side, rearranged as it is, has done. Schofield kicking for goal, it's screwing away, but it gets the bouncing towards the sticks. And that's Peter Lucas running it through the behind post. Ron Kingston was telling me earlier that he is doubtful to be fit. Neville Waller's injury is still not right, evidently, and Captain Frank Tuck is very doubtful as to whether he'll be able to play. Brady, North Melbourne's captain, he has played at centre-half forward and centre-half back today. That's his hand pass to Aylett from 40 yards out. Aylett kicks a torpedo, or a punt, not a torpedo, and it's through. 14 goals to 8. And the Collingwood bench, the official bench just inside the fence for Sid Coventry, Gordon Hocking and Constantine, and Frank Tuck quite unperturbed. 31 is McMahon, 32 is Waddington, both of North Melbourne. The bounce-up is still in the centre of the ground. Sarong, Waddington. Waddington's kick is to Mantello. Mantello kicks it right down there to within 30 yards of the goal. Aylett. Quick shot here, and it's through. By scoring, Mick Aylett. Has kicked 2 goals for North Melbourne, Dugdale 3 and Schofield 2, and 1 each to Doolan and Mudd. For Collingwood, 4 to Brewer and 3 to Wiedemann, 2 to Merritt and 1 each to Turner, Bennett, Fellows, Smale and Sarong. They must have charged the North Melbourne team with some Ampol Super. Under the half-forward line. Brady at centre-half forward, and if he kicks better than the general run of kicks today on this ground, he is one of the players who could easily put this through from here. It's a punt kick, he didn't time it too well, and it's falling just short. Reeves handballs nicely to Rose, and is smartly felled as he does handball it by 3 North Melbourne forwards, and Reeves gets his free kick. Although they found some new method in their play, method which they have shown in recent weeks, it's come a little late for North Melbourne, and time is right against them. This is Gray in the centre of the ground, putting Collingwood into attack to the scoreboard go. Smale's mark. The umpire won't allow it and says play on. Smale pulled down by Edwards. Wiedemann's kick for goal, and it's into the goal square. Over the back, taken by Cale. And Cale, who is playing in defence instead of in attack as usual with the North Melbourne team, kicks the ball to the half-back line, where it is out of bounds. And is thrown right out by Thorold Merritt, who did not agree with the boundary umpire's decision. Martin palms it to Gray, the Collingwood man. His kick is right to the forward line. Good play in defence by North. Teasdale's kick is to the half-forward flank. This mark is taken by Bill Sarong. Well, I've mistaken him with Ken Turner again. I have. It's long focus shots make them quite similar in their bare arms and their build, although Sarong is a much taller player. That's Sarong out there now, kicking the ball along the half-forward line for his side. Eastmuir. Handballs to McMahon. McMahon's kick is to Mantello, and Mantello quickly plays on to Stevenson in the pocket, and Stevenson will play on too. His kick is towards Aylett. Dugdale has it, but Aylett has given a free kick for around the neck. North Melbourne fans are getting very vocal now, but I wonder, do they know the time? How much have we had? 28 and a half minutes. They're still 5 goals behind. North Melbourne have piled on the goals over the last 10 minutes.
There is no doubt in anyone's mind that the Roo boy Wayne Carey is one of the genuine superstars of the competition. This is our final offering in 1996, the premiership year of North Melbourne. We pick up action in round 17 under lights at the MCG. Playing Melbourne, North Melbourne and Carey were in complete control.
A little bit high across the half-forward line could be valuable in this third quarter.
So the start of the third quarter, Friday night football, North Melbourne playing in Melbourne and leading by 48 points, and a free kick going in the centre of the ground going to Jimmy Steins. And when I say they're not out of it, Terry, out of this game, a couple of quick goals and pressure can come.
It certainly could. I mean, to pick up the first goal and then perhaps the following up one from there really will give them a whole degree of momentum.
Kicks towards Smith, Martin right with him, goes to Lovett, Glenn that is, pressurised by Stevens. Smith fights for it, and a bounce will take place just between the centre square and the 50 metres. As we look, what happened there? Could you see what they saw, Terry? I'm not sure about that free kick. Anyhow, Simpson kicks the ball very high. McKernan had his name on it from a long way back. He hit the ground very hard as he attacked the footy. That was a super mark. And here he comes in, and very hard at it.
That's incredible, isn't it? The way players now, and these two, Carey and McKern in particular, are prepared to go back into the play to mark the ball.
Yes, and Swash uses the ball beautifully out to Martin. Mick Martin goes towards Neitz and Carey. Neitz in front, Carey pushing, and has been paid the mark.
No, that's robbery.
Amazing. Now kicks into the hole in front, and a great lead from Crocker. Beautiful distribution from Wayne Carey, and the skipper's left off where he left before half-time. And so we see that mark. Terry, a good grab.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether it wasn't Nietzsche's hand, but...
So here we go. First shot at goal after half-time. Crocker, it's usually a pretty good kick. Ball going right to the line, but marked over the back is that other throng, or prong as you called it, Rex, is Craig Scholl. It was prong, wasn't it?
I think that was it. We'll check it back later.
So Craig Scholl with a goal in the second quarter. Now from the goal square, kicks it and does it very easy. First goal to North.
Well, that's Scholl's second goal. And they look like they're going to march on their merry way, Terry.
Well, it's a cliche to say that that's the goal that Melbourne didn't want. They were the side that needed to get the first one, and they haven't been able to get it. North Melbourne have got it basically in the way in which they've got all their goals through the first half, through quality use of the ball. And on that occasion, the kick coming into the foreline, threatening and putting pressure right at the goal mouth, and Craig Scholl, a great alternative in the goal scoring, picks it up.
The umpire, Callaghan, puts it down again. Stein's got a fingernail to it. Viney, rocket hand pass. Brett Lovett, good smother lately. Came out Anthony Stevens. He's got a lead from Scholl, who's been very busy. Right on his hammer, Brett Lovett. Simpson should support him. The ball on centre wing comes to O'Brien. Hand passing to Cowell. Cowell has got Steins. Can he trap it? He can't, and the North Melbourne people give him the old raspberry. But he's clearly have been Melbourne's best player.
Without doubt. I think that's a bit rough from the crowd. Big Jim has really worked hard at it and will continue to do so, knowing the character of the man right till the end of the day.
So it's just forward of wing for Melbourne to the punt road end. Knocked on Anthony Stevens to the wing. Looking for young Gorman. He was knocked off the Swans list last year and finds himself in the best 21 for the flag favourites. You can't do any better than that. So Little Boy Blue will send this football back in. Oh, beautiful circumvolution it was as well. Capuano, Anthony Stevens into a pack of players. Cowell couldn't control the football. Picked up Clarkson, intercepted there Simpson. He's got McKernan on his own. Left half forward, runs to 50, bang! Oh, thank you, mother, for the Rabbits. It's raining goals at the MCG as McKernan slams through his third.
And the most incredible part is that, I mean, you've just got to be able to appreciate the physical size of the man. He's, in the old language, he's got to stand at 6'4", and here he is. He's acting like an athletic young 5'10" player. Great piece of shepherding there behind. I think it was from Armstrong or Simpson, I'm not too sure, but that depicts North Melbourne. They're prepared to do all the little things to assist a teammate.
The margin, 10 goals in the snap of an eyelid. North have been irrepressible. Kicked the ball high in the centre. Players come at it. Young Simpson wanted it more. Goes back to Steins, turns and casually kicks the ball back to centre half forward. King over the top. North Melbourne players have clashed, and that give-off handball to Lovett sets him up beautifully. And here is Farmer from 30 metres out, kicks and has answered a goal for Melbourne.
Well, good on him. Farmer, I made the comment early in the game that I thought he looked pretty sharp at the ball. He was very aggressive. But with the weight of numbers and a lot of his teammates, he went out of the game in the latter part of the second quarter and when North Melbourne took total control. But he is a quality player, the ex-South Fremantle man. Good amongst the goals. 22 goals now for the season. Good return from a forward pocket.
So North, well and truly double Melbourne score. Ball back in the centre. Capuano, a late inclusion in the side. It didn't matter. Petrocelli tries to get it. That was a television program. Leoncelli got him mixed up. Right half forward, Laidley overran the football. Comes out O'Brien. Stacks on the middle. The umpire's going to ping him. Caught with his strides down. And great effort by Laidley. Hasn't he fallen on his feet since coming across the Nullarbor? To the wing position, Carey from behind. Might have punched, but it still went to ground. Cowell drove the ball, but Bell got it to Armstrong. Went for Bell again, and the ball's conceded across the line.
It's a little bit tight there for Armstrong to go back towards Bell, hard up against the boundary line. Better option would have been to bring it back inside and see if he can create an inside runner.
So North by 54 points, just under 16 minutes to go of the third quarter. But Kernan and Ingerson both helped push the ball towards a pack of players. See, that give from Carey was just super and really has set up North Melbourne. I mean, they run forward. There's a free kick down the ground. It'll go to Crocker. In fact, it won't. It's coming back. Well, I thought it was after he kicked disposal. Casper holding his face. And Gorman just got on the end of all this. But, I mean, that Carey give was just super. So young Glenn Gorman, originally from the Geelong under-18s, wobbles the ball forward, falls over the back. Great give from McKernan to Bell, and Bell has missed the lot. So out of bounds on the full, gets up shaking his head, kicked 3 goals, and as Terry Wheeler's mentioned a couple of times, 15 possessions in and around the ball and centre. Pretty good night's work. Darren Cowell to bring it back in.
So Cowell, told now to kick it, goes for Lovett, and Glenn Lovett marks it. They're still inside the defensive 50. There's a free kick off the ball. It will go to Obst. It'll go against Anthony Stevens. No, I thought he might bring it on to Obst, but he hasn't. He pointed there, I don't know for, but Glenn Lovett comes onto the wing position. Ingerson there punches it away. It came out Steins looking for Turley, couldn't get it. Rock's hand pass, no good. Viney sees it over the boundary line. But all they can do is defend at the moment, Terry. They just don't seem to have that movement to attack.
No, there isn't. They're working still hard in close, but they just can't find that little bit of magic and able to spark the side up moving forward.
McKernan tried to grab it out of the air, wasn't successful. Glenn Lovett's hand pass found Turley. Turley now inside 50, punched away. Blakey did it well. It came out, knocked on by Gorman, but Hayden Kennedy, the umpire, picked one out. Like the lucky dip it was, it goes to Glenn Lovett. His head shining in the evening light as he goes in. Looks down there for Nettlebeck, but the kick's no good. And the sinking confidence of Melbourne just reeks here at the MCG over the dominant North Melbourne.
But Craig Nettlebeck, he's found himself at full forward. Dean Irving at centre half forward. Barm restructuring that forward line at half time.
Falls to Turley on the boundary line. Disciplined kick goes back to the square. But Martin reads it better than all and takes an easy chest mark. Now goes up the middle. There's space here for North Melbourne. They can run it direct. They love doing this. Blakey. So it's been 2 kicks and it's in territory of Kerry. Punched over the back. Rock reads it beautifully. Handball's very high to Crocker Court. Enough pressure there from Melbourne. Clarkson goes back to Neitz. Neitz goes between wing and half back. And a good mark there taken there by Phoebe. So Phoebe had Viney in the centre, now forced to play on. His legs go. Obst swings the ball around and kicks quietly to Steins on centre wing. Has Brett Lovett running for him and finds that player. Back to Obst. Wants the ball to sit, he's got it. Usually finishes off pretty well. Nearly picked up by Nettlebeck. First bounce, swings the ball around, kicks it very high. So players have to sit and wait. Here they come, the big fellas. To ground, Schwash caught, absolutely caught now, and a ball up, some 15 metres, 20 metres away from the Melbourne goal.
Yeah, might have been a bit unlucky there, Nettlebeck. His classic collision course with a tackle, not rewarded by umpire Keith Callaghan. It's 20 metres out from Melbourne's goal, desperate. Knocked out McKernan, went on fairly, scooped it out. Got it off Swass. Beautiful form, Swass outside 50, Capuano can't take it. Matthew Phoebe comes into the centre and finds the young boy in Liancelli. So Liancelli in the big time tonight. He's already kicked a goal, but his kick is offline. And Swass takes an easy mark. Across to the Archer boy. He kicks it out further, Bell. Gets it on further, running fairly. The Williamstown fisherman to centre half forward looking for Carey. Coming through Gasper where Angels fear to tread. It came out Blakey. Clarkson tries to pick himself up, but he's gone Carey! Oh, beautiful transportation of the air conveyance to end the football with the king.
And to see where the ball actually ends up here, here's a clash here, Clarkson coming through, but from this, Carey takes off towards the goal, and North Melbourne are able to secure a shot at goal, dead in front, only some 25 metres out from goal. That's a great spot to be able to get the ball from a team perspective.
His 10th mark, he's dominated proceedings. He can go off now for a spell and still get 3 votes. He lines up for number 7 from point blank range. This man is a champion. Bang! Yibbida yibbida. That's all, folks. That's number 7. So North on to 16-9, 105. Melbourne lamenting on 7 goals, 345.
So Carey's getting the goals, but the most impressive part from mine is the way in which North Melbourne are able to set up the shots at goal. They're very conscious of bringing the ball back inside the scoring zone to ensure that the players that do get the shot are in the best possible position to be able to convert. You don't see North Melbourne shooting from out on the boundary line.
Back in the centre, Capuano jumps high. Now Viney throws it onto his boot this time. The ball goes out wide. Simpson caught from behind by a blind. Just didn't feel the player coming, but we'll get the free kick for holding on. Just having a look at the record between Melbourne and North. Carey, Longmire's kicked 14, so he's got a long way to go. Rock spins around, pushing and shoving in the goals. Carey! One-hander. unbelievable. Wayne Carey pushing and shoving with a very good player held on to.
It's a free kick in here.
And almost Ablett-like has taken a mark, and surely will kick his 8th goal. That's the stats. And you can add another goal to that shortly, and that'll be 8. And from centre half forward, occasionally drifting back. Carey kicks and has kicked North 17 and his personal 8th. The one-man band continues as North Melbourne push the ball forward, and Carey is almost unstoppable.
Well, I thought it'd be an easy night going back to special comments, Malcolm, but you get to this particular stage, you just can't find anything else to describe Wayne Carey's performance, nor the way in which North Melbourne are going about their job. They've shown to be a very professional unit. For mine, this was the most important year for them. They've been up and thereabouts for the last 4 years. They're showing good signs here tonight.
Ball back in the centre. Steins has been gallant. Capuano. It went out fairly. Brought it to centre half forward. If Carey's not there, McKernan is. Knocked on. But there's a free kick advantage played. Melbourne, is it? They'll have to come back. So it's going to go against McKernan, I would think. Coming up now for a replay, and you'll see here McKernan comes out in front. Oh, he copped him very low. And the free kick by Brett Lovett onto the wing position. Taken by the young boy Simpson into the centre of the ground. Obst. He's got time to look. Goes down, but fairly. Beautiful play. Took the mark and hand passed off Swass. Swass has got King. King over the top gets it on Armstrong. Armstrong's got many options, but goes long to Carey. Punched away by Neitz. Crocker, who's been a great foil, hand passes like a rocket. Armstrong. They're too big, too strong. Over the back on the edge of the goal square. Melbourne should relieve. Hopgood goes wide for the option, but the whistle is gone. Advantage played and Melbourne out of trouble with Smith back at full back. Intercepted by Rock on 50. Gets it across to Armstrong. Back to Rock. Over the top. Looking for Scholl. He can't take it. Scholl centres the ball. Carey is there and can't take it. Melbourne under huge pressure as it comes out to Anthony Stevens, who gives it back to Capuano. Into the square. McKernan. Carey overrunning the ball. McKernan, fresh air shot. Bell can't control the football. It's tough, it's rugged. Melbourne will get away with Smith. Getting the ball to O'Brien, who got the ball to Steins and then on to Glenn Lovett.
Glenn Lovett needs the ball to sit. Does now. He really has to wait. So does Turley. Puts him under enormous pressure, and that is holding the footy. Not sure so much if it was on Turley, but really trying to draw that player. The first result, the fumble, really cost him dearly. Back to Stevens. Stevens goes in towards McKernan. Fisted away from that player. Ops goes off the ground, bursting through King. King from 40 metres out, wobbles, and to Wayne Carey. Every second kick that goes to the forward line. W. Carey, number 18 for North Melbourne, gets onto the end of it. And we talked, well, I did, about showtime with that pointy kick. I mean, this could have really been his 10th. It's been unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Well,
he's going to kick more goals than I've had headsets.
Well, Blighty won't want him to kick this because Malcolm, he's going to surpass your best effort against Melbourne. Yours was 8 back in 1978. So now he's.
I played centre half back though.
So here he goes for 9, a personal best,
and does it easy.
And he's got a class player on him in Neitz.
Yeah.
And you've got to question that you actually sacrifice a man that's kicked 36-year goals this year. You even got to put a hack on him. He's not going to do any less, is he?
No, he's not. And, you know, Balm has a couple of players there without trying to degrade them, but someone like Gasper or Nettelbeck, they could be there and could work hard and perhaps Neitz used to a better advantage. But
perhaps give Ingerson a go. Anyone there. But the people who have come to watch this game are really being treated to a sensational exhibition. Oh, it's magnificent. He's got 9 out of 18, the King. Clearly best on the ground now. Right your best on the ground down. Anthony Stevens over the top. Little Bell out of the centre, kicks it to centre half forward. Carey again, he'll be met by Ingerson. He might be on him shortly. Ingerson fumbling, bumbling and stumbling. Shoulders grabbed a player, Plown said the umpire. Ingerson knocked it out towards Viney. Viney got it onto Turley on centre wing. Further down to Glenn Lovett, over the top of that player's head. North can sweep around and clean it up beautifully with Swash. They got all the time in the world. The centre of the ground was the target. And the young boy in Gorman did it beautifully. So Gorman goes to the left half forward flank. He's got King, who's moved down. This young player is a good player, and he's got Crocker. Crocker can't get it. Hopgood's hand pass out to Smith, now back in the back line. Got it to Viney. Melbourne under huge pressure. Got it to Turley off the half back line.
Kicks the ball forward. Neitz goes at it, so does Carey. Great contest from both of them. Carey stayed down. I think that might have winded him a bit. North Melbourne work it forward. Plenty of Melbourne players there. Turley really gives it up too easy. Gives it to Clarkson. Now Hopgood, and Hopgood really goes for the safety of the line. And Wayne Carey on the other side of the ground really sucking them in. He has had about 10 consecutive efforts in a row and is really looking for the breath. But I think he's done enough, and as you say, Rex, Terry, just put those boats down already, mate. Gorman took a great mark in the centre before. Ball goes in towards centre half forward. Scholl working hard underneath. Ball whacked forward, and this will roll over for a rush point to North Melbourne. So North, in fact, it's Anthony Stevens, I think, probably belted that forward as he rolled over. So another rush point to North Melbourne. It's their third, and 18-10's great kicking. And Carey, of course, with 9-2, and would you believe, with those two kicks, have both hit the post. Kick in, Anderson comes late on Gasper, does it well. Bell sells the dummy, now comes back around, goes short, and finds Anthony Stevens. So Stevens will kick just inside 50. And has been his usual hard-working self.
Been a tremendous comeback this season from Anthony Stevens. A knee injury late last year, and really it's been a credit the way he's attacked the summer to come back and has lost nothing.
Not on the goal scorers. Carey's got most of them. 9 for North. Kicks will just make the distance. Pulled it across to the left a bit, and only a point results. McKernan tried to grab it in one hand, but only a point result. So 18-11 plays 7-3.
So Smith finds himself back in the opposite goal square. Got Carey-ized early, and Gaspar is going to kick it outside 50. Oh, shocking kick. And Mark Stevens just thought all his birthdays had come at once. He kicked it straight to him. Hand pass off to Blakey. Blakey towards McKernan. They've got 5 prongs in this attack, and what a side. The refrigerator Mark Roberts just says, I'm going to have a spell. I got a bit of a twingle in the hamstring. Capuano comes in. He's 6'28". And fair dinkum, they have got so many options. This man almost equal to Carey. They're clearly the two superstars for North Melbourne, and McKernan goes bang. But this one's gone behind the stick. He should take him off now. That's not good enough, Terry.
He's been very good. You speak about the options up there. That was where McKernan, 7th mark. Carey's taken 12 marks. They're just so dominant there that Melbourne just haven't got anyone to go with them whatsoever.
Just looking at Barmy there, he looks like he's lost the wheels off his car.
Amazingly, North Melbourne have 80 marks to Melbourne's 53, but it's been a lot of high marking from North Melbourne, whereas Melbourne's been chipping around, and North don't generally take a lot of marks because they do kick it long and bomb it a bit to McKernan and Carey, but gee, they're grabbing them tonight from all angles. And fisting them away too. Wayne Carey comes over the top and pushes it between wing and half forward. Left half forward for North Melbourne, slightly into attack.
Malcolm, they've got ideal conditions for marking though tonight.
Yes.
Sensational conditions. The ball would be just have that little bit of stick about it.
Yeah, interesting, isn't it? That although last week against St Kilda they played very well too, the big fellas, and they're both in good touch at the moment. Ball kicked forward. Anderson works his way through players. Swash always finds space. This Wayne Swash gives it off to Laidley, always running. pretty predictable, and Stevens through the midfield stays at home fairly often. Whoop, there's been a slip. McKernan eventually throws it onto his boot and forward. Neats from behind. Had to set up then, and Anderson runs into Carey, but the ball is kicked away and Laidley sits back and reads it. He comes back inside. Now this is where they usually run straight at the goals now. This is where they go. Schwash. They run hard. Now they go long. Carey one-on-one. You'd think again. Yes.
And Neitz is losing his confidence. You've got to get Neitz out of there, Terry. Get him down there. This man's going to lose his confidence as this man Mountain is just gaining in his stature every mark.
And quite a legitimate stopping and holding of position. He didn't use arms. He just turned his shoulder as the ball got within 5 metres. Perfect play. Wayne Carey for 10 scintillating, superb skipper's goals.
Beautifully done, Melbourne. Bang.
And has done it. Wayne Carey, 10 goals for the first time in his career.
Before North Melbourne clearly just dominant over Melbourne, who have been very ordinary. McKernan, a high giraffe kick. They can raffle it again. Young Stevens couldn't get it, but it came out again and bang. They cannot do any wrong. Mark Stevens has got 3. It's a hand pass, Terry. Bang.
And a great 3 goals it's been too. He's been right in the right spots at the right time. A good addition to the half-forward line from North Melbourne. But again, there you see just the big bloke there, right? We said a little bit flippantly before the game that perhaps we could give the votes before it started, and Carey and McKernan were the 2 nominated to be 1 and 2 players on the ground, and I reckon they've got it. I have a bit of suspicion that Big Jim, I reckon he's worked extremely hard. Might sneak him in for 1.
Okay, Melbourne try to come forward now. Viney gets it to the hotel in Hilton. He gets it back. Phoebe, who's got a lead. Steins can't get to it. Half volley, no good. Good pressure from Fairley. And the ball's out of play. Right half forward, 50 metres out. Melbourne's goal at the main scoreboard end. And Melbourne 51 struggling against North 158 with just under 21,000 here tonight. So, Little Boy Blue throws the football back on its circumvolution. Knocked out by Steins. It came out towards Swass, and the umpire's going to put the football down. So 20,955 have come here tonight and have seen a dead set, well, whitewash by North Melbourne.
Bounce right on the 50-metre line. Tapped. Clarkson caught, not paid. Farmer finds some space and surely a goal and has snuck it in. So they've got their night. Second goal to Jeff Farmer. Two in this second half, and respectability, I suppose, is not a word, but competitiveness is in these last few minutes, Terry.
It's very important. Malcolm, I'm not really sure what sort of a week the players have had. There's been a lot of talk right throughout Melbourne about the potential for the merge with the Hawthorn side, and that does have to filter through. I thought Melbourne came out well early, but gee, they've really fallen away too far too quickly.
Interesting, North actually play Melbourne next week, so I guess we'll get a line on their form with Richmond playing them tomorrow. Back in the centre. Ball kicked forward to Simpson. Now, Carey hasn't kicked a goal this quarter. He's not there yet. Stevens is there at the moment. And eventually socked off the ground and through for a behind. Carey playing at centre-half forward. Has swapped between full forward and centre-half forward as Matthew Armstrong just limps away. And a bit of hobbling trouble. Comes out Simpson from that kick in, and Adam Simpson goes long. Where's Carey? There he is. He's just been avoided in this last quarter. I've watched him a couple of times. He's led the play. He hasn't been used. They've used a player in a better position. As we see Armstrong just so he might be coming off. He wants to wait.
The club doctors just said get off.
Yeah, one of the rules was, though, for players having a shot for goal, just in case it's the point, the change is made wrong, you get one player less in your forward line. So, but it looks as though he'll have enough time. And I think Wayne Carey will kick his first goal of this quarter and he will kick 11 tonight. 11 goals 2 in an unbelievable performance, and that's how easy it is. And Rex, I've got no more room in my goal kicking column, so he can't kick any more.
Oh, I reckon he's not finished yet. But he's had his name written all over it. They centred the ball beautifully. And that is a man with just so much confidence oozing out of him. Ingerson wants to talk. I think the best thing So Armstrong being attended to by the club doctor. It seems to be more of a strain. He's in a little bit of pain there. So yes, you will, Dipper. Get a report, will you? I've always wanted a lackey Dipper, so get across there, will you, son?
When you're ready.
Okay, thank you. Give you a cuppa as well. Ball back in the centre. Hopgood. A mongrel finger breaker inside 50. Neats had a dirty night. A little worm burner comes across. Fairley comes out. He's been pretty tight. And he skims the grass as it goes over. And the right half-back flank is going to be the throw-in. Robert, you've got something for us.
Thank you very much, Rex. Unfortunately for Matty Armstrong, has been kicked in the shin area. They're just going through some exercises with him, but he looks okay.
Cow gets it to Hopgood. Hopgood, a high giraffe kick is it's not behind the stick. It came back for a goal. So Hopgood gets Melbourne's 10th goal. And Barmy still can't smile.
Oh, well, good on him. Keep at it, Melbourne. I mean, where Melbourne are at now, regardless of what's happening off the field, they've really got to work hard and put themselves in a position to be able to finish the year well. And actually, Malcolm and I were talking at half-time. There comes a point in time when the coach has got to give this game away and go on to the next one. Now, Barmy probably gave this one away a long time ago. The Pies have to stay in it now in order that they may come up for next week's encounter.
Back in the centre, Viney caught, running onto it, Stevens. Screws the ball back, tries to get it back on the goal-to-goal line, because that's the way they're taught. Pulls to McKernan, whoops, gives it up to Carey. Oh, they try and share it, it'll come back to Carey. Now kicks it back to the front of the goal square. That's pretty good play all round. Stevens almost, Scott's pulled off the footy, ball play on, and an easy one to Bell, his fourth. So once again it's raining goals, and Peter Bell has got in on the act with his fourth.
And you called it very well here, Malcolm, in that North Melbourne just got the confidence and the ability now just to keep sharing the ball around until someone gets it out. This occasion, a little bit fortunate. Cowell's kick off the ground goes nowhere, but to Peter Bell. 4 goals to Peter Bell equals his best in the first round. Good night.
So it's great for the confidence and the camaraderie. Anthony Stevens on his right foot, which is his wrong one. Carey, the professional, the rock of Gibraltar. An absolute avalanche of goals here at the MCG. And the home of football has been treated to a football lesson.
Yes, it's amazing actually. North have only got 7 goal kickers and Melbourne have got 6. Just that one's got a few more than the rest combined.
and the way in which they got this one, I mean, you see Rock there, he was in the centre bounce and then he just takes off, very aggressive through half forward.
Yes, this is a big score now, isn't it? 27-15.
Better get your book out, Malcolm.
No, it's a long way off the record of 36-22, because this is the week that Fitzroy actually beat Melbourne and held the record for a number of years until Geelong beat Brisbane some 4 or 5 years ago and beat that target by 1 point.
Just an encyclopedia of knowledge. Unbelievable.
Everywhere.
Just fantastic. 239
points. On this day it was 238 in round 17. Fitzroy played Melbourne. So we're a long way from that, and I'm sure the Demon fans wouldn't like to know that anyhow. Glenn Lovett goes long. 30 metres from goal. Neats pushes, tries to mark it one hand, and just beautifully read off hands by Anthony Rock, who goes for the boundary line, not quite as 180 degree as it came off the boot, but certainly more the 130 degree, but nevertheless happy to see it out. Boundary throwing. Capuano goes with Irving. Almost lock arms there. Irving gets the second tap. Clarkson's caught in a great tackle from Rock. Ball socket off the ground. Archer, fearless, just goes in underneath, and the ball held up on the 50-metre line. Melbourne slightly into attack.
It's a great example there. We just saw Rock and then Archer, that even when the scoreboard's like this, they still remain aggressive at the ball. I mean, we do see sometimes in junior football where the young players will hold back at this particular stage. That's when you'll get injured. These blokes, they don't. They stay hard at it right throughout.
So off the half-back line, North Melbourne through Simpson, go on wing. Hopgood picks it up, went short. They've been short all night. Glenn Lovett in trouble. Hopgood picks it up. A mongrel finger breaker to right half forward. Irving will have to go. Capuano with him. And the ball's out of play, 68 metres around. So Dean Irving, formerly of the West Coast Eagles, now with Melbourne, probably saying, what am I doing here? So under 4 minutes to go now for Melbourne to be put out of their misery. Capuano been a fine replacement for Roberts. It came out, peeling for the free kick. North Melbourne, but Swass is grabbed by Phoebe and the umpire says, I'm going to put it down. Jeff Hilton certainly looks interested. The umpire is Hayden Kennedy. Good bounce, knocked out by Irving. Went down Scholl, came onto the centenary season wing. On members, Ingerson taken away. The hotel in Hilton gets it to Clarkson. He's high giraffe kick, goes to 50. But the Rock of Gibraltar again, Anthony Rock. Off to King. And down to the wing position come North Melbourne for McKernan. Beautiful mark by McKernan. He's ninth for the game. Goes to half forward looking for King. For Scott, I should say. But Cowell took the mark and hand passed off to Glenn Lovett.
Glenn Lovett, kick pressured, but eventually goes out to Gaspar. Just can't control it. Now North Melbourne come at him through Simpson. And the youngsters there with him in Mark Stevens. So just three of the novices in the game at the moment. Chase that ball over the boundary line. Irving in front, Capuano tries to belt it forward. Lovett in underneath court. Cowell gets it out, falls to Capuano, goes towards Kerry. Pressure was good from Ingerson. Tries to recover. Anderson in after it. Terrific contest with young Leon Shelley. And Gaspar again back. Wayne Kerry last up. Might be last up, but I think he might be first on the three voters tonight. Magnificent performance. 11 goals too. He's now taking him to 61 goals, and he was 7th on the goal kicking list, so you'll move up that. Move up roughly about 5th spot, I'd reckon. So there is McKernan trying to get it after the footy. Stevens, as he always does, to the other Stevens, to McKernan. McKernan from 40, goes at goal, and Corey's got his 5th. 28 goals, 15 North Melbourne. Melbourne, very disappointing, 10-3. Neil Barn would have liked, and Dipper, you have that man, Wayne Kerry.
I certainly have, Malcolm Blight. Well, for the viewers at home, 11 goals, your personal best. How do you feel?
I think I just finished off the good work by the team really today. They were fantastic. The on-ballers, the back line. I mean, it makes it pretty easy when they're playing so well. And I mean, the ball was delivered so well today. I mean, we were one out, and I mean, you know how hard it is in the back line when the ball's being delivered like that. I mean, the on-ballers and back line were fantastic.
There's been a